So, ciao guys, welcome to another episode of the Personal PR Show. And today we are here with Agnes, all the way from Hungary. Hello, Agnes, how are you?
Hey, thank you very much for having me. Amazing. I see that sun is shining over there as well. Fabulous. Spring is coming.
Spring is coming to Switzerland and to Hungary as well. That is amazing. We're not too far away at the end of the day. If we consider that we have a global audience, you and I actually are really close, right? That's good. Awesome. So, Agnes, would you like to introduce yourself briefly before we start with today's topic? And by the way, I'm just going to remind everybody, the topic is how to create processes for your personal brand. So why are we talking about this with you today, Agnes? Why, okay, I'm rambling here. So why, that happened to me before.
I get it. Don't worry. Why is it important to have processes?
Processes, but why are we talking about processes with you, Agnes? That was going to be the question, actually. Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah, I kind of feel like, okay, so who never seen me before, right? It's like, my name is Agnes Bogardi. I'm a business growth consultant. I'm your process girl. I'm your funnel girl. I am the person who helps you with little bits and pieces. And I feel like in the industry, right? I feel like in the industry, there is something missing, and people share the templates, the swipe files and know-how. But actually, when it comes to your running your business and business operation and the little bits and pieces, it feels like it's kind of like a cookbook and recipes without description, right? And you can watch a video and you can learn how to do it, but at the end of the day, you don't have the actual step-by-step processes what you can hand over to your VA or to your, I don't know, children or husband, and then it's like, here is the description, make it happen, right? Everything is there. So that's what means processes for me. And because I was working for an agency back in the days, I've seen by hundreds and hundreds of businesses, small, big, one-person show, and even when we're talking about big teams, right? It's like, it is impossible to run a bigger team and a bigger business even alone, right? And I know that, Jessica, your first step on the list when it comes to the thought leadership, right? It's like outsource everything that you don't want to deal with. And I feel like that processes are the key for that, to make it happen and shorten your learning curve.
Yes, absolutely. Oh my God. Thank God we have people like you in this world who make things happen. Yes. Absolutely. You're so needed in this world. Exactly. So how did you let's talk about your story a little bit. So how did you get started in this arena, and how did you get, develop this passion for processes? Because a lot of people can't be bothered to do processes. I, as a Virgo, I appreciate processes. Maybe I'm not as a process oriented as you are, but I appreciate them. But there are some people that are like, oh my God, no, I can't even talk about processes because I already get a heart attack. So how did you get started in this?
Yeah, I started my online journey general back in 2013, and I used to live in England. And, you move to another country to build something for yourself and something bigger and better and have different opportunities. But by the time my father passed away, I realized that why all of this when you can't spend time with people you love, right? And can't spend the quality time you want. And that put me on the journey to working online and finding something that that I can do wherever I am, because this wasn't something what I wanted for my now ex-boyfriend and for myself either. So that put me on the online journey, and I was always tech savvy. And when I built my first website, I was like, yay, right? Everything will just come. And guess what? No one came, right? And then, okay, what is marketing and how everything works? And I started the learning curve myself. And I was overwhelmed, right? It was so much there. You realize that you don't know nothing about anything, right? Even if you come from corporate background or marketing background, there are those different departments. What you are the accountant, you are the janitor, and you are even the I don't know, your own lawyer. And at the end of the day, I started to work for a VA agency as a project manager and marketing strategist. And there, I was exposed to lots of companies, different companies, and I was exposed to, this is how you run departments. And when I transitioned into online business management and my own business, I was like, this is what solopreneurs actually need, right? They don't really have the funds to hire a whole team, but if you have the step-by-step, it's like, that's gold, right? You just need to go through the process, and there you go. You can run your own business. So from my own overwhelm, and where I was like, oh my God, I feel like burned out, right? When you look at your phone and you know what to do, but something stops you. I did that a couple of days, and I was like, no, my passion is bigger, my drive is bigger. I just need to, I don't know, somehow break it down. And funnily enough, right, my human design is actually correlates with that as well. So that's interesting. It's like, I don't know why, but processes calm me down, and breaking things down calm me down. And then I know that this is the only thing I need to focus. I don't need to worry about anything else. This is the one thing. If I do one thing, then I'm good to go. And from that, I got this ease, and I got this, it's like, okay, now I feel motivated enough and not overwhelmed and not feel burned out. So I started to implement that with clients, and guess what? Magic happened, and everyone was like, oh my gosh, this is something what everyone would need. And as I started to coach VAs, the whole thing came together. It's like, oh yes, right? It's like, if you have someone to follow through with those processes, then really is just turnkey. You have everything for your business without the learning curve, without going through the hardship of all of that. So at the end, it came together nicely, and that's why I feel so passionate about it, because it helped me. It helped hundreds of clients along the way, and I truly believe that that's the missing link in the online business industry. And people keep it secret because they realized it too late on their journey as well, right? So those people who are teaching online business and marketing today actually started building the processes and teams, quote unquote, too early on their own journey. And that's what they think how it works or how it's supposed to be. But actually you can start from day one with small processes and go from there and start looking into your business and hand it over to a VA, and it makes life easier, I think.
Oh my God, do you know what? I'm so happy that you brought this up, Agnes, because this was going to be my next question. So as we know here in this group on the show, so we have the group on Facebook and we have the show as well on YouTube, and we are all personal brands, right? We are all personal brands and thought leaders. And basically we are the face of our company, but that doesn't mean that we are on our own. Like some people are on their own, they're solopreneurs, especially in the beginning, but then we need to build a team as well. And as you said, we need to build processes as well, because as thought leaders, as let's say personal brands, coaches, consultants, and so on, we need to put out an incredible, sometimes it's not human anymore, amount of content, right? And that needs a lot of structure. Plus, of course, we have the business side of things as well, in which we have to get clients. We have to, of course, nurture our clients. We have to assist them and so on. So there's so much to do, and there's no way that a consultant or a coach can do this on their own. So absolutely, we are all on this journey in different stages of this journey. Now, would it be possible for you in the next few minutes to maybe draw a little bit of a timeline for us? Let's say that somebody's starting out as a coach or as a consultant. What is it that they need, let's say the bare minimum that they need in terms of processes and in terms of team? And what is the next phase? And maybe the next phase, and then we can create as many phases as you want. It can be 2 or 3, it can be 3 or 4. We are just going to be all ears, because you are the magician here.
Thank you. Yes. so when I people don't like it, but I think all businesses are the same. All online businesses are the same, right? You need to be able to accept payments. You need to be delivering the course or program or one-on-one consultations, right? You need to be able to file taxes. You need to be able to email people. So those things are the bare minimum, right? That you really sit down and how do you manage your own business, how do you deliver, how do you make the accounting and file delivery and so on and so forth possible. The mistakes I think most of people do, it's like, yeah, let's look at this is what I need right now, and that's it. And then you join a course, you join another, I don't know, business consultant, you watch another webinar, listen to another podcast. Oh yeah, I want a membership, right? Okay, let's find a membership platform. I want to do evergreen webinars. Let's find a platform which can do that, right? And then you will end up with 25 subscriptions and 25 different strategies and 25 different platforms. And then you are like, yeah, okay, this is not working, right? Okay, this platform can do this, but it's not communicating with the other one. Okay, I need the third something, right? So I think when you are getting started, and that's what I bring my clients through, and actually my upcoming challenge will be about that as well, that you think about the 5-year plan of yours, right? That legacy business, that you even get tears in your eyes when you think about it, that's the plan, right? Speaking on stages, whatever is that for you, touring the world with your book, whatever, right? And if we reverse engineer that back to the 1-year plan, to the 3 years plan, see what you have already and what you want to achieve, and planning and putting the goals out there in a way that, okay, I know that I will definitely want to have a membership in a year from now, then let's find a platform which helps you now and which will serve you also, or connect and so on and so forth with everything else. So I like to start big and reverse engineer back, and from there, when you are just getting started, what's your main goal? Finding your messaging, signing up people, getting comfortable with your marketing, getting comfortable with your lead generation, and actually testing your sales process, right? Where you can tell, right, okay, I can sit down, I know the market, I know what I'm selling, I know how to talk to people, and then basically bringing through people to their client's journey from the moment they get to know you, you see your first post, and then just converting them and delivering the transformation. So when you get started, I think those are my 6-step roadmap, what we build along the way, where you actually find this out. And from the moment you delivered one transformation, we can break the big picture down into smaller pieces, and diversifying your product suite and building those bits and pieces along the way will make sure that you have consistent income, right? Because people who come across you, they are on a different stage of the transformation they want from you, right? They might just be able to afford a smaller package. They might just be able to download your PDF. They might not trust you just yet, right? They don't trust you with their money. So building those little bits and pieces along the way will ensure that you're not just that you're not losing clients on the way. And from the moment you have your own product suite, then it's just easy to schedule the promotion, create the content, and so on and so forth. I would suggest to hire someone from the very beginning, right? Even if that's just a virtual assistant, even if that's just someone who repurposes your content, someone who puts your pictures up there and schedules, and that's it, if that's the only thing. But it is so huge, right, that you have that process where you go into that habit, because that's the bloodline of your business. And when it comes to your part, right, the PR and the big picture, back in the days, one of my posts went viral. I was so overwhelmed. 800 comments. Can you imagine that? It's like I spent 3 days straight I'm like, okay, who said what? Who do I need to invite, right? People were like, they are not even my ideal client. They are not even. So I needed to sort people through, how to invite them into my community, how to keep the conversations, right? And right now I have a process for that, right? But at the first time it was so overwhelming. It's just like, I just needed to leave everything behind and focus on this because I needed that. So I truly believe when you have from day one the different processes for the different stages of your business, then that definitely will help you. Newsletter management, social media management, content creation, and I think these 3 are the that you must haves, right? Those are the must haves. And when it comes to exposure, you will have different problems. You will face different things, which is better to be prepared for. Yeah. Have I answered your question?
Well, yes, you have. Absolutely. That was very, very exhaustive. But I do have one more question, actually 2 more. The next one is going to be about funnels, because when you talk about yourself, you always say, I'm your process and funnel girl, right? Yes. So what should we know about funnels?
Basically, I came to the conclusion that even your marketing is a funnel, right? So if you think about however you come across someone, right? It's like you see their first, and that's basically attraction marketing in itself, right? You came across a post. In each different platform, it looks a little bit differently. But let's say Instagram, you came across a post on Instagram, you click on the bio, right? You go through the content, what you can find there, and you click the link in the bio to find out more, right? And if the link is something, or you find something on the website what you like, and this is exactly, and you are ready to purchase, you can straight away purchase, right? And that's the nice part of marketing funnels, that you basically that's the earning in your sleep. Obviously you need to build it out, but at the end of the day, you help the client go through step by step automatically, without you, the business owner, needing to message, to DM or stuff like that. You are totally detached from the process, because the client can go from seeing you the first time to becoming a client and a paying client, right? And then from there, obviously, your freebies are a thing where you invite people and give them value and give them that little transformation. And then at the end of the freebie, maybe you invite them to purchase something small or check out your website. And that funnels them into bigger and bigger transformations. And that, the different pages are there, the different websites are there. And that's the funnel part, the tech part, what everyone hates, right? It's the F word, the other F word, but no one likes to talk about. But basically, pardon?
Yeah, sorry. Everybody hates it, as you said. It's an F word, but you love it.
Yeah, exactly, and appreciate it. So from the funnel is the tech behind for you to be able to let things go, right? And bring people through automagically through the point where, they even get their login details, they even get their PDF for onboarding, they fill out the form, they get to the point where actually your only job is just to show up on Zoom, right? And it can be fully automated nicely. You don't need to do anything. So yeah, those are the marketing and sales funnels together. When they come together, that's attraction marketing in itself.
Oh my God, I feel that we have to have an episode of the Personal PR Show just on funnels. Oh my God. Yeah. In the meantime, I'm going to ask you another question, which is, Agnes, what is a question that I haven't asked you over the past 23 minutes, but I should have asked you?
Oh, that's a good one. We talked about the processes. why do people hate processes? I don't get it, right? I don't get it, but I think I work with spiritual entrepreneurs mostly, and they are like, oh my God, processes are this too corporate, too boxing me in, and those sorts of things, right? Where it's like, I just don't want to do anything with that. And at the end of the day, what I usually tell my clients, it's like, who are really, really the spiritual, and Agnes, don't tell me that I need to talk about this on that day. It's like, think about your processes as a framework, right? Where that's the masculine energy, that's the process that supports your feminine business. I work mostly with feminine entrepreneurs or female entrepreneurs. But that's basically the masculine structure, the work for your business, where you can float above, right? And you don't need to do everything if you have the processes, the foundation, the funnels in place, right? And I think that's the magic in itself, that you can talk about whatever you want, but make sure that, you know, it aligns with our promotional plan at the moment, right? Or you can talk about any topics, or you know that the business supports you whenever something happens, right? You know that posts are going out, you know that clients will get the emails, you know that the reminder will go out and will be emailed, right? So that's the beauty, the feminine, you know, let's create a business that aligns with us. Let's create something that everyone has a different lifestyle. And I feel if you find the right process, the right business model and the right processes, then, you know, you can do whatever you want, however you want, and it will work for you.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh my God, it sounds so good. Exactly. Oh my God, something that everybody wants, and then that processes do the work in your sleep, and then you can travel, you can do whatever you want, you can, you know, do your hobbies and spend time with whom you want and so on. Yes, and the money comes in to the bank account. Is this not a dream? And this is possible, though. It is possible through systems and processes and funnels. This is amazing. Agnes, we are approaching the end of our conversation today, but the question is now, how can we find you and what do you have coming up?
Thank you. I have a 3-day challenge. I'm so excited about this. I have a 3-day challenge coming up, Unlock Your 6-Figure Year, where we will go through exactly the mapping. We will map out your six-figure plan, and all 6 steps, what we just talked about. I will give you something that you can implement today, right now, and you can start your process, because that's another fear of people, right? It's like, yeah, Agnes, but if I change something, then I need to stop, and then finally I got that momentum. But you don't need to do that, right? You can do it one by one, bit by bit, piece by piece, and that's what I will help you with on the challenge, to go through and really give you tangible. Even if you want to hire someone, even if you don't want to hire someone, we will have a solution for you. So check out my profile. I think you can link or you can click my profile and it will bring you there. And you have the link in the banner as well, and everywhere to join us in the challenge. So exciting.
Yeah, this is amazing. We'll be sure also to include the link in the comment section of this live, because people need to know about this. I am going to take part in the challenge as well, and I will ask Chet, our lovely relationship manager, to take part in it as well, so we are aligned. Agnes, this has been amazing. Thank you so much for sharing your wisdom with us. And thank you so much also for loving processes so much. So a lot of other people, you know, don't have to do this work and they can focus on their own, you know, callings and so on. It's so good, guys, that somebody has a calling for processes, right? So we don't need to think about it. This has been amazing. Thank you so much, Agnes. And we'll see you very, very soon again on the Personal PR Show. Will you come back to talk about funnels?
Of course. Thank you. Thank you very much for having me. That's something I could talk about all day, every day.
That's why you're coming back. Okay, awesome. Thank you so much, Agnes. Thank you, everybody who's watching us from home. And I'll see you very soon for another episode of the Personal PR Show. Bye. Ciao.
Bye.